Best flying RC Spitfire. Most RC warbird pilots have had at least one or more Spitfires in their fleet. My first RC Spitfire way back was built from the Surefire foam kit. It crashed soon after takeoff. Looking back, I think it was tail heavy. Something you don't want in an RC Spitfire. I then went on to build a Mk.XIV 60 size Spitfire. It flew okay, but it had fixed gear. My next bigger Spitfire was a Dynaflight Spitfire with a DLE-30 on it. It flew pretty good. And then I built a Platt Spitfire. It flew okay as well. But then I went to a warbird fly-in 2007 to Owatonna, Minnesota. And there I saw two fabulous flying Spitfires. These two 88-inch wingspan Spitfires were flown by Don Spicula and his son. They were from the Wisconsin area. The Spitfires were both powered by ZDZ-40s, rear carb engines, which helped hide the engines in a narrow Spitfire call. What made these Spitfires different is that they were the Mk.XIV Griffins-powered Spitfires and not the usual Mk.IX Spitfires that you normally see at an RC event. I was thoroughly impressed by the Yellow Aircraft Spitfire, so when I got home I began my internet research on the Yellow Aircraft Spitfire. Yellow Aircraft was owned by Charles C. and had a retail location in Ontario and one in Washington State. The Spitfire kit comprised of a fiberglass fuselage and balsa-covered foam core wings. Retracts, scale wheels, and aluminum spinner was also available for this kit. During my internet search, I saw an ad for a Yellow Aircraft Spitfire kit for sale in Ohio. It was complete with the retracts, spinner, and wheels, and included free UPS shipping in the USA, all for $700. I made the deal and had the kit shipped to Pembina, North Dakota. Pembina is about a 90-minute drive south of my place in Winnipeg. Many Manitobans take advantage of free US shipping and get items shipped to a border town in North Dakota. I got the kit home and opened up the boxes. Everything was in mint shape. Also, while doing my internet research, I found an article on how the Yellow Aircraft Spitfire came to be. A group of RC modelers from the Kansas City Radio Control Club were collaborating on a scale project and decided on a Spitfire. The only big Spitfire on the market at the time was the Pica Spitfire at 88-inch wingspan. The Kansas City guys found that the Griffin Spitfire had a longer nose and a bigger tail, and they reasoned that a Mk.XIV model should fly better. A wood plug was made and initially 6 fuselages were pulled off in the original run. The airfoil was the same as the Pica kit. Eventually, dozens of fuselages were pulled and one of the models flew in a 1988 Scale Masters. The guy who made the wood plug eventually sold the plug to Yellow Aircraft, and Yellow Aircraft began to kit the Mk.XIV Kansas City radio-controlled Spitfire. In this video, I'm not showing my Spitfire build, but I did choose RCAF City of Winnipeg 402 Squadron paint scheme. 402 Squadron flew the Mk.XIV Griffin Spitfire late in World War II. I decided to use a DLE side exhaust engine for power. The DLE 55RA was not on the market back then, otherwise I would have used that. I'm not going to get into the building of the Yellow Aircraft Spitfire, as there is an excellent Yellow Aircraft Spitfire thread on RC Universe called the Complete Yellow Aircraft Thread. I'll post a link in the comments section and on this video. Now let's get to the walk around of my Yellow Aircraft Spitfire Mk.XIV and some flying footage. Supermarine Spitfire Mk.XIV, painted in RCAF 402 City of Winnipeg markings. The kit featured a fiberglass fuselage, balsa covered foam core wing. This model was painted in household latex paint. It's got a DLE 55 side exhaust propeller, 2210 prop, Yellow Aircraft landing gear, This model currently today on July 1st, 2025 is maybe 12 to 14 years old. It's a magnificent flying model. Takes off well, lands nice, flies very well. Powered by a JR 90503 radio system with a JR 9-channel receiver. It's got two life receiver batteries, 2S 2500 milliamp. The original yellow craft aluminum Spitfire cracked and broke, so I bought this carbon fiber Spitfire and replaced. Not the correct shape, but best I could do. The original Spitfire, yellow aircraft Spitfire spinner was 5 5/8 inch diameter. This carbon fiber one is 5.5 inch diameter, so but it does the job. Okay. Okay. Hey, wasn't that a minty landing? Awesome, I think. Well, that pretty much wraps up my yellow aircraft Spitfire story. I'll add some in-flight photos at the end. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe. Cheers.
This has been a KPK Air 18 video production. Thank you for watching.